I am Sadiq Sheikh, Chairman of Pakistan American Business Association. Assalamu alaikum. Today is with us Ryan Waljan. Would you please introduce yourself?
Absolutely, I appreciate it. Again, my name is Ryan Waljan, BB&T Payroll Services out of McLean, Virginia.
Ryan, you know, the small business people, they start the business, and what are the things they run into difficulty or responsibility for the payroll?
When you start your business, really the things that you need to look at is first you want to make sure that you obviously file for your federal tax ID number, which is going to be basically with your business, the life of the business. The second thing you want to look at that a lot of people forget about is that, you know, with payroll is involved, there's a lot of taxes that are involved. For example, the state that you're based in, there's going to have to be an unemployment tax that you have to pay. And that's only paid in the state where your business is based. But then on top of that, you have withholding taxes. And you're going to pay withholding taxes in every single state that your employees live in. So you have to make sure that you find out where all your employees are based out of, or where they keep their home. And then you're going to pay withholding taxes for your employees in every single one of those states. For example, here in Virginia, we have a lot of employees a lot of businesses that have employees that also live in Maryland as well as DC. So they generally pay 3 withholding taxes on top of their unemployment tax in the state of Virginia because that's where the business is based. Also, you want to look at, obviously, when everything is in place with the payroll, is it going to become a very timely function of your business, because that's where you might want to look to outsource. Saying that because, again, if payroll is going to be something that's going to get in the way of the processes that are involved in starting your business, there's all kinds of things involved in starting a business. For example, 1, opening the store itself. For 2, you want to look at marketing and advertising. The last thing you want to be worried about is paying your employees.
You say that the different states and taxes are different, but how many people require for small business for you to handle the payroll? Is it 1 or 3? Could you please also explain? It is expensive?
Sure, absolutely. And actually, that's a very good question. Probably that's the question I get more than any other question is, you know, what is the recommendation for how many employees I have to start outsourcing my payroll? And the answer to that question is it doesn't matter. You can have 1 employee. I deal with businesses all the time that have 1 employee. And, you know, they're a one-man show, and they just don't have time to worry about their payroll. They don't want to have to worry about their taxes being paid on time. They don't want to have to worry about receiving a check on time. So, again, I help businesses all the time that have 1, 2, 3 employees. I've handled a business up to 300 employees, and I know my company personally has handled a business up to 16,000 employees. So, again, to outsource your payroll, it really does not matter how many employees you have. We'll look obviously how complicated your payroll is, but that's not really necessary to get you started. Payroll services is very inexpensive to outsource your payroll. It's very inexpensive.
Also, I want to point out when he say outsources, that he doesn't mean send out to Pakistan and it's going to come back. It's outsource mean from your business to the full service bank. That's what he mean. Right, Ryan?
Absolutely, absolutely. When I say outsource, I mean as opposed to doing the payroll by yourself and handling all the complications of a payroll, you would come to somebody like myself or another company to outsource your payroll. We take care of everything for you. We make sure your employees are paid, we make sure all your taxes are paid, we make sure everything's filed on time, and we process your W-2s at the end of the year. Again, I'm Ryan Waljan with BB&T Payroll Services with BB&T Bank. I thank you for your time, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact the email address at the bottom of your screen.